Hello everyone, I'm Stacy and this is the For Bricks and Giggles YouTube channel. Today's set is a classic Pirates one, set 6273, Rock Island Refuge from 1991. I'm so excited to share this one with you all today, so let's get started. Alright, so here we have the completed build. This set is right around 380 pieces and comes with 7 minifigures. And I actually just finished completing this set in the last week, and I'm super grateful to have completed it before this whole BrickLink shutdown. I'm recording this a few days before it releases, so we'll see if by time this video releases, if BrickLink is back up and running. Just a super crazy time for the website. Which I'd also like to say, I had no idea how many times a day I would check things on BrickLink, not even just buying or selling related, but like when I was building this set, I would look at photos of, you know, where they had the minifigures placed on the cover of the instruction manual, or just to look up like a part number or a piece to see what set it went in. I honestly think I probably check something on BrickLink, you know, 50 times a day and didn't realize it until it was down. So my mind is totally blown on how reliant on that website I've become. Sometimes you recognize that within social media, but not a platform that you buy and sell on. It's been really crazy to not have that available. With that being said, I've used other resources like brickset.com or brickowl.com, and I'm really grateful that those are still there and have been helpful in this situation. I'd also like to say that if you've been following me since earlier this year, I met a really nice couple, Bobby and Crystal, who were looking to downsize some of their Lego collection, and I went and met them, and a partial of this set was within that lot. So I've wanted this set for a super long time. It wasn't complete, but I honestly really enjoy completing sets, so I've been working on it, not super hard, but every so often I'd get a piece for this set, and I had gotten down to the point where I really just needed a couple pieces, so I finally was like, I'm just gonna go out and buy them. One of which was the base plate, the large raised base plate, which I believe is exclusive with this pattern to this set. I got a pretty good deal on it. I just bought it through eBay actually. It's a hard base plate to get with any color variation on it because it breaks super easily. There's like an acronym or something they use for it. I can't think of it. It's like crap or something, where it's like crappy ramp and plate or something. I don't, if you know it, feel free to comment. There's an acronym they use for this specific style of raised base plate because of how easily it breaks. If BrickLink were up, I would be able to look it up, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, it was in really good shape. There was a little bit of permanent marker on it. If you don't know, and I don't like to recommend people do anything that could potentially damage their Lego and it would be my fault, but I was able to use toothpaste to remove permanent marker from this base plate without removing the pattern on top. So luckily no damage studs, no cracks, and I was able to remove the permanent marker from it. It's actually in pretty nice condition for a base plate that's over 30 years old. I'm so excited to have this one in my collection. It's one of those dream sets that I kind of never thought I would get because it's pretty expensive to get today, but since I only had to complete it, it was much more affordable. So I definitely wanted to shout out Bobby and Crystal and thank them for this Lego set that was a dream become a reality. So I'll go ahead and show you the minifigures first. So this set does come with 7 minifigures, and the minifigures are probably my favorite part of this set. Just so many classic pirate minifigures and accessories. I definitely miss the simplicity of these style Pirates minifigures. The new ones are fun, but I definitely prefer the classics. One more with the striped torso. I like that you get one in blue and one in red. You also get Captain Redbeard. In my opinion, one of the best minifigures of this era. Beautifully printed torso, and I love the brown shoulder piece. She is probably my favorite minifigure from this set. I would have loved this minifigure as a kid. My brother had the Enchanted Island set that came with the female Islander minifigure that had the same head. I used to steal that head and put it on all kinds of different minifigures because I loved it so much, but definitely would have loved to have have had my own when I was a kid. And then you do get a couple soldiers as well. Again, so iconic. And last but not least, one last member of the Imperial Soldiers. Love that torso design. Like I said, 7 of the best minifigures of the era. A big portion of the value of this set, I would say, is just within those 7 minifigures. And people do like to army build with these kinds of minifigures, which I totally understand because they are so amazing. Alright, as for the rest of the build, it looks like such a gigantic set, but it is less than 400 pieces, which means it's not a super long build, but it takes up a ton of space and has a ton of playability. So I'll show you these little boats here on the end. Here we have some of the Imperial soldiers coming up to this island. Love, love, love a fabric sail. I don't think until now I've had any that are blue and white stripes, so I love that. And with the red little boat, it's just a really beautiful design. And then you do get a pirate raft as well. I like the way they use these brown parts to build out a log-like design. And I'm actually really curious as to whether this would float. It kind of looks like it would, but I've never really tested whether Lego like this actually floats. I also love how many flags you get in this set. The majority of the flags were actually missing from this set, but I found someone who was just selling a lot of flags. And so I was able to get all of the flags and then sell the remainder of them, which covered well over the cost while still getting to hold out the ones that I needed to complete this set. That worked out really nicely. You do also get a classic dark gray shark. I like that you get an additional 16 by 32 blue base plate on the side here to build out the waterway a little more. They definitely didn't have to do that. As a kid, you know, you just use your imagination. But I like that that's there. You could also get like a 32 by 32 or additional blue base plates and build the waterway out even further. So it is nice that they made this little port area to dock. There's also a string piece here so that you can lift things out of the raft and then onto the shore, particularly like a treasure chest, with the always amazing chrome gold coins. A very nice little hidden feature within that treasure chest. And then you do get a barrel with a couple of regular yellow 1x1 round plates. Not exactly sure what those are supposed to represent, but getting to transport items was always something I loved when I played with Lego as a kid. The height on this set is amazing. You've got these gigantic rigging pieces on either side. So 2 of those, as well as these rope bridges. Again, you get 2 of those. Lucked out that those were in phenomenal shape. Looked pretty much brand new. Those are a softer plastic for the rigging and the rope bridge. It's pretty common for them to get stress marks, and they were pretty rare, so they tend to be very expensive if you need to replace them. But luckily, like I said, all in good shape. So there is a ramp that comes up, and then you've got this dark gray staircase here as well. It is 2 stories, and the easiest way to get to the interior is through the back. You can keep prisoners back here. So that does open. And then there's also a pit with a door over it here too. So this little gray piece lifts up, and then that's a pit down below. So I guess you could keep prisoners or something else down there as well. Definitely some darker features within this set. Love this gigantic pirate flag here at the top. Classic Jolly Roger pattern for that. There's also a little monkey clinging to it as well. And the original brown monkey is also one of my all-time favorite Lego animal. So I love that it was included in this set. And of course you do also get a classic palm tree. I do love the use of palm leaves throughout this set. It just helps fill out the set, give it a little bit of camouflage, and a nice pop of color. There are also a few of these corner panels that have the stone pattern on them. Always a top favorite piece of mine. And then finally, you do get a nice little red parrot. So all kinds of beautiful patterned pieces, amazing minifigures, a fabric sail, and a raised base plate all make for an amazing display piece or a set with tons of playability if you have kids. This set is expensive. It's usually at least $200, probably closer to $250, so it's hard to recommend a set that's that expensive, but if you can find it for a good deal, then I do definitely recommend it. watching. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. And if you're interested in extra videos and content, check out the membership program starting at only 99 cents a month. See you all next time.